Welcome back to the Soundation. This is Swaytofen. There's just so many things that we could talk about, but just think about this. A lot of people watch other people in order to gain lots of knowledge, but what are you really learning? I think a lot of people are really just learning how to make melodies, alright? And then there's the people that just upload YouTube videos, we're gonna call them YouTubers, of just how to make those melodies. Alright. And this is just music and people wanting to become a producer or anything like that, okay? Now the thing is if you really think about it, the people that just upload melodies on their YouTube channel, do you really think they're producing for people, or do you think they're just might as well just be good at making melodies at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like when you start producing music on YouTube and just producing music in general, you're gonna look up how-to beats. All right, that's gonna be perfectly natural. But what's also gonna be interesting is that you're gonna click on the videos, or the videos are gonna pop up of how I've made $100,000 a month selling beats online, and I don't think anyone thinks that that doesn't make any sense. Because to me it doesn't make any sense. Is because I'm more so looking at the people, right? It's just those people that say how they've made $100,000 selling beats online could just say in another video how they've made $100,000 selling stickers online. You know what I mean? They might not have any knowledge in making beats. The only knowledge they give you is how to distribute your beats online. You know? And I believe, like I said, a lot of people are learning the wrong thing when it comes to trying to make music, when trying to do anything. I think there's a lot of students and there's no real teachers. And at least here, I'm trying to build a strong foundation, and I myself am still learning. I think that is the best teachers because we can all learn together. I should have really started uploading videos when I first started making music. I don't really want to say when, but it was in May. Yeah, and the development has been rapid, but I've always been playing music since I was younger, like the piano and the violin, so it's just the musical nature in me has just always been almost natural, secondhand. So it's just, and to be honest, there's a lot of types of philosophies I could share with people if they truly want to unlock their potential. When you think about a key unlocks something. People only want to unlock melodies. That's the keys they only want to play. But when you understand that there's so much more, it's just the philosophies I could give you are just, they can make your musical potential absolutely boundless. It's just because it's just you're learning it the wrong way. And everyone just wants to start from chords. You want to start making a melody, but it's just how you start making that melody in every video. What did they tell you? How to make a chord, right? And then they just tell you to move the notes, make top line, this, that, and third, pull it up, right? It's all the same. You guys have to understand how important sound is itself. I started making beats, but then it almost got, and it's to the point where I open up a VST and it's just well then, what sound do I make? Because one particular sound can dictate a whole song, and it's just that powerful. And there's nothing more I can the designing of the sound is just, it's fun. It can be tedious. Maybe we can just use the word boring. I don't know what other people would use, but it's just the payout, the satisfaction you'll get, it's just 100 is what I'm going to tell you. But if you design one sound for a song, you might need to design other sounds because what actually fits. One thing that I think might be a good example is using, maybe if we go to parametric EQ, if you have sounds up in this 2K range, all right, if you design the sound up in there, maybe find sounds that are down here if you're not using kicks or basses or anything like that, and then maybe design a sound that's in the mid range. So then when you actually start opening up these VSTs, and we can just see a free one, for example, the 3x oscillator, if you were to use a sine wave and pitch it all the way up, it would play a high noise. I don't know why I didn't play a high noise. That's absolutely wild. There you go. All right. And this little box up here where my cursor is circling, it also shows kind of like a mini equalizer. So that's around the 2K range, I suppose. Let's look it up in the equalizer. Right in the 2K range, at least. And if we were to turn that down, we would obviously get something in the lower range, around 500, 505, 510 maybe. And if you were just to play around with that, add special effects, this, that, and the third, boom, you have a different sound, all right? And it's just like, but then, like, what do you choose to do? Do you choose to keep downloading one shots? Do you keep the, paying hundreds of dollars for, like, these VSTs? Do you keep the trying to follow other people that eventually you'll just become them, right? Like, of course, I would want followers, but at the same time, it's just like, I would find it, and like eventually, and I have, would find it tedious to keep uploading, melody beats. I guarantee, alright? There's this one YouTuber that I used to watch, Bro Beats, alright? In the past, he uploaded videos of like how to mix, this, that, and the third. No one goes back to watch those. People only care about making melodies. Those people that only care about making melodies are stuck. Those are the people who have mental blocks the whole time. And that's funny. It's ironic. It's because they're the one working with blocks. They're working with chords. A block has to stack. Look at this. There's no chord here. You know what I'm saying? Well, I suppose there is a chord somewhere in here because eventually I made chords after I made the melody. But like if you were just to make a melody or like a chord, you think about this. Right? That's a block right there. We can just, if we were just to add this to solid block, there you go. Right? And it's how you choose to chisel that down. You know what I'm saying? You're a sculptor, right? When you think about music, you can think about how different it is, how different it's supposed to be, as if it was like rain falling down, and like acid rain that falls down, it erodes block, it erodes stone, marble. I don't think it erodes marble, I don't really know, because people chisel marble, but then that's where you get like the melody, then the melody comes in there. This probably sounds like absolute garbage if I were to play it, but you just have to understand there's so many different ways of going about music that like, to just go one way is almost an insult if you were to ask me. Like, it should almost be as if you open up a VST, you hear a sound, and you can just start making a song off of that sound. I'm not gonna lie. An Omnisphere, maybe Serum, it's a little bit different, is because you're only starting with like bass noise, like sine and this, that, and the third. But it's just once you start just playing around with it, it's just like, why would you want to just go for like a beat? Like I think making beats they're cool, of course. Who doesn't want to sell beats? Who doesn't want to rap over beats? You know what I'm saying? But music, right? I think if you want to almost find success in music, and this is why I'm building a foundation on sound, the Soundation, is that you might as well make as much music as you possibly can. Because why not? Do you know if you make the song and in the future someone else makes that song, well, who made it first, right? You might get lost in time of your song, but it's just like, maybe not. You've uploaded it, this, that, and the third, and who knows? I just think like someone's gonna hear it. There's always gonna be time for music. It's the universe itself, the one song, the universe. I'm not gonna get into the esotericism of music because then that would truly unlock your potential. I don't even know what this video was about.